Hello, my lovely students. I hope all of you are doing so well. And in today's video, we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing by 0.1 and 0.01. But before we start the lesson about multiplying and dividing by 0.1 and 0.01, there are two very small concepts that you already took in year 6 and in year 5 that we need to revise very quickly before starting the new lesson. What are those old lessons, Mr. Ahmed, that we took in year 6 and year 5? It is decimals place value. Decimals place value 0.1 and 0.01. What is the place of the 1 here? The place of the first digit after the decimal point, so the first digit after the decimal point is always called the tenths. It is always called the tenths. So how do we read this number? We read it 1/10. So it is just 1/10. All right, guys? TH at the end. 1/10. All right, what about this one here? All right, the second digit after the decimal point is always called hundredths. So we read it this way. It is 1/100th. 1 in the 100th place. So it's 1/100th. All right, again, very quickly. How do we read this? 1/10. And how do we read this? 1/100th. It is extremely important for our new lesson to learn how to read these numbers. Try reading the following numbers on your own. Pause the video, guys. Pause the video and just try to read the first number, only the first number. Don't try to read more than the first number, then come back very quickly. 0.7 is actually supposed to be 7. Oh, mister, it's the first digit after the decimal point. It is 7/10. 7/10. So here you go. All right, what about the second one? Try to read it. Pause the video, try to read it, and then return to check if your answer is correct or not. So 0.07 is actually, 7 here is the second digit after the decimal point. So it is hundredths. So it is 7/100ths. Okay, let's go to now the third number. Again, pause the video, then return to the video to check if your answer is correct or not. So here it is 9. Oh, the second digit after the decimal. Again, it is hundredths, mister. So it is 9/100ths. The last number here is 0.9, which is 9 in the 10th place. So it is 9/10. 9/10. So the first digit after the decimal point, it is tenths. Hope this is clear. And now we need to move to the next part that I need to remind you of. 53 times 100. That's what we're going to take right now, multiplying and dividing it by 10 and 100. We need to remember how to do this. What's 53 times 100? Exactly, it is just right there. I'm going to change the color. Let's make it blue. 53, and then we put just the 2 zeros. So it's 5300, 5,300. What about 96 times 10? It is just right there, 96, and we put there a 0. So 960. Oh, now it is a decimal, mister. 5.32 times 10, which is 5 and 32 hundredths times 10. How do we do this? How do we do it? Oh, here, don't say, oh, I'm going to write the number and then put at the end a 0. No. Multiplying decimals, we move by 10 or 100 or 1,000. We just move the decimal point to the right. Multiplication to the right. But how many times? How many zeros do you have here? I have only 1 0. So move it only 1 digit to the right. It becomes 5, 3.2. 2. Okay. Oh, all right, Mr. What if I was multiplying here by 100? Let's imagine that I was multiplying this by 100, the same number, but multiplying by 100. Okay, no problem. I have your decimal point, its multiplication by 10 or by 100 or 1,000, it's the powers of 10. So what are we going to do? I'm going to move the decimal point to the right, mister, because it's multiplication. I'm going to move it to the right. So one digit, oh, but how many digits to the right? It's 2 zeros. So I want 2 digits to the right. So 1 digit, 2 digits to the right, it becomes 5, 3, 2.0. But mister, we don't need to write 0.0, just a 532. Thank you. Let's go to division. What do we do in division? Yeah, it's the same thing, mister. But instead of moving the decimal point to the right, we need to move it to the left. Instead of moving the decimal point here to the right in multiplication, no, in division, we need to move it to the left. Yes, but mister, okay, in 6, I have a decimal point. All right, let's do 6 first. 6 divided by 100, here 59.3 divided by 100. Move the decimal point, mister, to the left, it's division. But how many digits? Mister, I have 2 zeros, so 2 digits to the left. 1, 2. So it is 0.593. What if the number doesn't have a decimal point? No, well, actually, all numbers have decimal points. Mister, but this is not there. The decimal is not there. No, the decimal is there, but it is invisible. It is just playing hide and seek with you. Yes, the decimal point is playing with you, hide and seek. Where is it hiding? I always call it actually not as smart. It's a stupid, actually, decimal point. Yes, it is a little bit stupid. Why? Because it always hides in the same place. It never changes the place. It always hides at the end of the number. Always hides at the end of the number. So what do we do here? We move the decimal point. How many digits? Oh, 2 digits, Mr. 2 zeros. So division, move it 2 digits to the left. Here you go. So the point becomes at the end here, 53. And always there's a 0 here. All right, what about 96 divided by 10? I need to move the decimal point to 1 digit to the left, mister. Yeah, but where is the decimal point? It was hiding here, I agreed. So we move it 1 digit to the left. So it is between 9 and 6 going to be. So it is 9.6. All right, guys, this is everything about multiplying and dividing by 10 and 100. All right, now we're going to start our lesson. Yes, we're going to start our lesson now. Multiplying and dividing by 0.1, which is what? 1/10, and 0.01, which is what we agreed? 1/100th. So here it says 20 times 1/10. You have to read it this way, guys. I don't want you to read it 0.1 anymore. So 20 times 1/10 is actually the same as 20 divided by 10. Oh, what? 1 second. 20 stayed the same. Yes. I just turned the multiplication into division. Okay, so 20 times became 20 divided by. All right, then this is 1/10. So it is actually going to become 10. Okay, so what if it was 100th? So it's going to become 100. Again, 20 times 1/10 is actually the same as 20 divided by 10, which is going to be just 2. Let's go to question 2. 45 times 1/10 is the same as 45 divided by, it's 1/10. So it is a 10. Equals, oh, we know how to do this. Just move the decimal point once to the left, mister. It's division, move it to the left. But how many times to the left? Only one digit to the left. It's hiding always here at the end of the number. Move it just to one digit to the left. It's going to become here 4.5. Question 3. 89 times 1/10. Oh, mister, it is the same as 89 divided by, it's 1/10. Yes, so it's a 10. Equals, yes, move the decimal point. It's 89.0. So it's the point is always here. Move it one digit to the left. It's 8.9. 8.9. Let's now go to the hundredth. 500 times 100. Well, it's the same as 500 divided by, yeah, I turned the multiplication into division. It's 100, 100th? No, I'm gonna make it 100, which is just 5. What about question 5 here? 620 times 100th. Well, it is the same, mister, as 620 divided by 1. Oh, it's 1 what here? 100th. So I'm going to turn multiplication to division, and then the 100th become just 100. The same thing. Oh, so I'm sorry, I forgot here to divide. So the decimal point is hiding at the end. As usual, I'm just going to move it 2 digits to the left. So the decimal point is here. I'm going to just move it 1 digit to the left. No, 2 digits to the left. It becomes between the 6 and the 2. So it's 6.20, which is the same also as 6.2. The last question, 900 times 100th. No, it is going to be 900 divided by 100th is going to be just divided by 100 equals just 9. That's it, and thank you so much.